esteemed school, the directors of the school, the learned headmaster, and the dedicated teaching staff of the school, the honorable guests who have come to honor this Sports Day function, and my dear students. It is a great privilege for me to be here as chief guest for this function. It gives me great pleasure to be associated with the youth activities. It has always been my endeavor to be associated with the upbringing of the youth. After my long service in the army, after I had completed my responsibility as commanding officer of a fighting unit, I was being asked to be in the army headquarters in Delhi. I had put forward a request to them that desk-bound jobs are not my liking. Therefore, I requested them to give me an assignment in the National Cadet Corps. It was a great fortune for me to be appointed the director of the National Cadet Corps of the home state, in which I had put on uniform as an NCC Junior Division Air Wing Cadet, like you people are standing here. My upbringing, my thinking and motivation have all come through this organization. Therefore, I made it a point to give back what I had received to as many young people as possible. That is why when I was told to come for this function, I expressed my great pleasure and very willingly came forward. Today, I have seen an excellent school, excellent children like you, who are being shaped up to be the future leaders of this country. We as a nation have come a long way in the 60 years as a republic. Tomorrow we are completing 60 years. We perhaps have grown much faster than any other nation in this world. There are people who keep saying and finding a lot of faults in the country, but look at the positive side. I think we have come a very long way, much faster than many other countries. And with a motivated and dedicated youth like you, I am sure the future of India is already assured. It is no secret, it is there in the media, it is there in the words of eminent leaders of this world, that tomorrow's economic powers in this world are going to be two, China and India. We are very proud that we have come through such a great nation. And we are very proud also of the fact that motivated youth like you are going to bring up the laurels of this country much higher and keep the tricolor flying ever on top. On this day, I wish to bring out or maybe remind you, because what I am going to say are not new. They are already there in the sayings of many great men of this country. I only want to just remind you so that you have this always in your mind to help you, your family, the society in which you are living, and the country, this great country of ours. Very long back, when I was a NCC cadet, Air Wing cadet, I had gone to attend a camp in the Air Force Station at Sulu. There were placards, motivating placards, which were permanently there then. I don't find them today. Two of which went into my heart, and I had always remembered them. I remember them today also. One said, "In the lexicon of youth, which fate reserves for a bright mankind, there is no such word as failure." In the lexicon of youth, which fate reserves for a bright mankind, there is no such word as failure. Lexicon means dictionary. In the dictionary of young people like you, there is nothing called failure. That means you can succeed in everything if you put in the required effort, if you have the right motivation, if you have the right inputs. Keep it always in your mind. I had kept it always in my mind. I think I am saying this not to boast of myself, but to bring out this fact that I had succeeded in almost all my endeavors that I have had in the long innings that I have had with the army or later in my service to the National Cadet Corps. The second placard, it said, "The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war." Although it is related to the preparation for war, it is equally applicable for you people also. The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. Put in other words suitable to you people, the more you sweat now as students, the less you will have problems in coming up in life later. The hard work that you put in today will be the foundation on which your future will be built. Therefore, keep these things in mind. One is your own confidence in yourself, what you are going to achieve. You have confidence in yourself, you will achieve whatever you want to achieve. The second thing is the hard work that you put in, the dedication that you have, whether it is the study that you are doing in this school here, or the sports in which you are taking part today, or any other endeavor that you may do after you complete your education. Today, as a citizen, as a future citizen, there are few things that you should have in your mind, many of which have been already told by our great president, ex-president, Dr. Abdul Kalam. These are not new things that I am telling you. For you, your contribution to the society as a citizen, it is very well defined in our constitution. We have the fundamental rights. Many people, many of us know only of the fundamental rights that are given to us in the constitution. I think many of us either do not know or knowing or not following what is given in the fundamental duties of a citizen, which has been added later in the constitution. If we remember those duties, we will be doing a great service to this nation. We are confronted, although, as I said in the beginning of my talk, we are on the way to become one of the most eminent economically superpower of this world. We also have problems. We have the extremism or the terrorism which is trying to divide this country. We have the religious fundamentalism which is again trying to harm this country. We have corruption which has eaten into quite a few of our systems. These are the ailments which you should be aware of and you should safeguard yourself against. When all these things are seen by you, although you may not be able to stop it yourself, but make sure that you apprise the people concerned who can take preventive action about this. And with that, the sun being hot, I do not want to extend the time of you standing in this hot sun. I thank you all, more especially the correspondent, the directors of this school, and the learned headmaster for having given me this opportunity to be amongst you all and to talk to you to give out what I wish to say. May God bless you all, and let me all see you as eminent citizens in eminent places of life sometime later in life. God bless you. Thank you.